Probably one of the craziest camping spots. I don't know how long we're gonna last here without drawing attention from local Austin police. There's Caleb talking to the cop. Bro, I thought we got shot up. Did you get a call?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the most difficult sleeps I think I've ever had.
It's a big one, dude. They're all big.
This might be a lake record.
Oh my God. Ah! What the hell did we just do? Over the years, I've camped in some pretty incredible destinations, all of which have mostly been secluded and away from the human populace. But today, we're doing something a little bit different. See, the idea when camping is you want to get away from the urban scenery. You want to go away from the cities where it's quiet and it's peaceful and you can kind of let your blood pressure lower down. But we're doing something that most people probably don't do, and that is some urban camping. It just so happens that one of the best fishing lakes in Texas lies right adjacent to a very popular city called Austin, Texas. I'm sure you guys have heard it before. And in today's video, I want to see if it's possible not only to fish this amazing lake, but also to do some camping just adjacent. Now, obviously there's no camp spots around here in Austin, right next to the shores of Barton Creek or Lady Bird Lake, but we're gonna see if we can make it happen. First and foremost, we've got a whole day ahead of us. It's beautiful, it's gonna be 80 degrees today. And rather than camping first, we're gonna drop the big red boat in and see if we can catch some fish. And later on today's video, we're gonna show you guys how we set up camp in an urban setting and hopefully not get broken into, kicked out, or ticketed. At least one of those things might happen today. So without further ado, wieners, stick with it, stay tuned, and let's do some urban fishing and camping.
Are y'all taking that boat out here?
Oh, yeah.
You can't, you know that, right?
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you use the electric. You don't use the real thing. You can take the
Yeah. This is an electric motor back here, though. Yeah. It's just a
quiet.
it's just a big electric motor. It's pretty loud.
You should
but-
hear the other one, it's very loud. I love when people give their opinion on things that they don't know.
She purrs. Ah, it's the quiet electric motor. It's electric, ma'am. Don't worry. No, but you actually are allowed to use the motor, the big motor, to get on and off the boat trailer. But right as we pulled up, I had a lady who was running the trail who had to run around John's giant rig, cuss at me. And then as soon as we started backing the boat in the water, that lady over there said we can't take our boat out on the lake.
Hey! Turn that, is that the big motor? Turn that thing off right now.
No, but by law, you actually are allowed to use it to get on and off the trailer, which,
We're all about bylaws. All right, you ready?
let's go get them.
Let's do it. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to formally mention the mascot of ATX. That
Yes,
being
sir.
Grant Shortmore.
Yup.
Grant Lawnmower, baby.
Lawnmower.
Lawnmower's in the cut.
I'm Grant Lawnmower today.
You excited?
I'm excited, bro. Thanks
It's
for
gonna be
having
fun.
me.
We're gonna catch fish today. We're gonna do some camping. Are you gonna camp with us?
I don't
Maybe.
know about that, dude. I could just crash nearby, but I can give you some spots.
He's not hardcore. Oh, you like spook him? Oh, he's gonna eat, he's gonna eat. Got him. Ooh,
I think
Good one.
it's a big one.
it's a big one. It's a big one, dude. They're all big. Oh
Oh,
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you mic'd up right now?
Unless it's a goop.
That's not a good. Those are bass. That's a
Oh,
big
jeez. He just tapped it, bro. I knew. Dude, look at all of them.
I know. This is crazy. Welcome to the city. I know it may not look like we are literally a stone's throw away from Austin. That's the beauty of why we're doing what we're doing, is because Austin has a mixture of natural beauty
God.
mixed with the
Well, I don't know if
cityscape.
this is a bass.
This is a bass.
You think?
Yeah, it's a big one.
If it is, it's a big one. We out here. I want to see it before
Ooh, that didn't look very bassy.
No, dude.
Might be a cat.
I swear.
I don't think Gasper goo don't really do that on the surface though, do they? They kind of. Oh, striper maybe?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Bro, I feel like it would have
That looks like a striper.
come up. Oh, jeez, he's screaming.
Oh my goodness, dude. Gotta be. Yeah.
Holy-
If it's a bass, it's huge.
I got super light lines, so I gotta go.
They're all about that size.
nice and
aren't
easy.
they?
Yeah, they were all big.
Have you caught a striper on a bird?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Well, it's because I'm here.
Dude,
Putting you
I'm
on.
so worried it's gonna be a goop. I've been literally
It's
goop
fighting too hard to be a goop. Goop, give up.
in the middle of downtown Austin.
know when
We
you're
got
ready.
leader. Oh my goop!
Is it really?
Yes, bro.
No way.
Dude, a mega goop.
It's a mega goop. It's the biggest goop I've ever
Dude.
seen.
I've caught so many of these stupid
That is a giant
things.
fish, but not the giant fish we anticipated
Yeah.
catching.
Hey, it's all right. Maybe we'll get into a
Dude,
little
it's pretty cool. You gotta appreciate it.
multi-species today. This, for you guys who don't know, is a freshwater drum. Oh, he's peeing out of his butt. It's similar to its saltwater relative, the black drum, as you can tell. And yeah, it was chasing around bait, and I threw a little swim bait on it, and it ate it. But not the intended species of today, but all kinds of stuff lives in the city. All right, tuna release. That's how I feel about goop.
All right, tuna release, he says.
That's a bass.
It's a bass.
Oh, maybe a white, dude.
It's a big white if it's a white.
I think it's a.
Not
Oh,
a white.
dude, there's look at
Is it
everything
another
that's
Gasper
going
goop?
on.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Are we on a school of? This is actually more impressive if it's a school of Gasper
It's
goop.
a school of goop.
It is a school of. Oh, it's a giant
my
white bass.
God.
It is a monster white bass,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Are you kidding me?
This is a giant
That is
white
a
bass.
giant. That is legitimately one of the biggest ones I've ever seen.
Holy cow. This is not a hybrid striper either. This is a legitimate
Wow.
white bass. Dude, that's a
That is
unit.
big, big.
Get in here. Oh, he's too heavy.
There we go. I'm on two. If this is a white bass, this is insane, dude.
Dude,
Single limits
this
fishing.
might be a lake record.
Oh, weigh it for sure. I got my scale in the boat. I might bump your lake record out real quick.
Holy cow, dude.
Oh, I got a largemouth.
Let's go. 3 species and 3 casts.
Species and 3 casts.
That's a nice one.
That is a good one.
We're about to catch something. We found a bunch of bait fish and
Ooh, look where the dangle dart's
holy
at.
cow.
Great
Oh, is
night.
that the little guy?
Little guy. Just like that, in a matter of 5 minutes, we've gotten 3 species, 2 of which being absolutely giant for their actual species, and that being the white bass and the
Dude,
Gasper
yeah,
goop.
this is a giant.
And this is a decent largemouth. He's got a bit of a goiter though. It kind of reminds me of you.
What's going on?
He's goitered up.
Yeah, what is going on there? He's
Very
got
nice fish.
Last time we fished together, we had a double up with a Gasper goo and a largemouth, and now we got a white bass and a largemouth.
That's crazy.
That's a big one. I'm gonna weigh him. Might have the lake record.
Back into the bird she goes. Now, take a look at where we're at. I know at first glance it may not seem like we're even in Austin, Texas, and that is the beauty of what we're doing today, and this is why I wanted to film this video, because a place like this walks the line of urban and natural beauty so beautifully. Like, you can be in a nice little secluded area like this, you barely hear the traffic, and then as soon as we turn the corner, boom, there's the skyline. This is a pretty awesome day that we're gonna have today. How big is that?
3 pounds,
No, it's
3
not.
ounces. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a lake record. You
Dude.
literally just caught a lake record. There's
I
no
might
way
have.
it's not.
I want to put it in the well.
Yeah, it's your second lake. Yeah, put it in the well.
Well, 3 pound, 3 ounce white bass. I'm gonna look up the record on Ladybird Lake. It might be slightly larger, but I don't know. I already have the largemouth record out here. That would be insane.
That's
to have
kind of crazy. You just
the white bass record. I personally have never caught. I've caught a lot of white bass out here.
Oh God. Put it back.
What is it?
5 pounds?
What?
I guess in 1992. It's probably 20 inches.
That's insane. And it's just regular
Oh, wait,
white bass?
just put it back in there. Make sure it is for sure a record.
Wait,
Just
what?
put it back in there.
Well, dude, my butt crack is hanging out, bro. I know. These pants are too small.
Oh, I'm so glad I
I
rang
had
you
a
this.
little plumber's crack, bro.
I'm so glad I rang Grant this morning. I said, hey, you want to go fishing? He's always a good time.
Well, apparently the white bass record is 5 pounds. This is definitely my PB white bass, 3 pounds, 3 ounces. And I honestly love these things. They're great to eat, although you probably wouldn't want to eat them at a Ladybird, and they fight like crap. And that was an absolute monster.
Got him. Big one. Big one. Definitely a goo.
Definitely.
Definitely a goo. Are you gooed up?
I think I'm goop.
We need to get you a shirt that says "Stay gooed."
Stay goop. I'm goop.
You know it's a goo because it eats. The bass would never.
Oh
eat.
my goop.
Oh my God, dude, it's so big. That is the biggest Gasper goo I've ever seen.
Dude, that's what we do.
Oh my God.
The goo guide service.
What's the lake record out here for a goo?
I don't know, check.
I'm gonna go check.
That would be sick to have the lake record. Bro,
That thing is massive.
I already know I'm gonna be fighting this thing for
A minute.
yeah. Dude, that's a freaking black drum.
19 pounds.
Oh shoot. I don't know.
That's not crazy.
This one's probably 15.
It's not often you get to go fishing and then check to see if you potentially have a lake record
Twice.
twice. We've done it today.
Yeah.
Grant was honestly very far away from the white bass
Yeah,
record.
which
However,
is
that's
crazy.
surprising. This might be close. It's got to be 19 pounds. We just saw it come up and flash for a second,
And
and
it's
it is
huge.
literally eats up the front deck of my boat. It's that big. Oh my God, dude, that thing is so big.
Dude, it's crazy looking.
Absurd. Wow.
They're honestly fun to catch.
They
on
are
a
so much fun.
small
dude.
spinning
I
rod.
kind of want to catch one.
Bro, you can. There's
I
hundreds
know
of
they're
them.
down there.
Not a 19, but it's a double digit.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Out here catching DDs.
Yeah.
Just the wrong kind of DDs. Actually, it's the right kind. You got to take everything with a half glass
Yeah.
full mentality.
We're gonna find some largemouth around here somewhere. That's a big ugly, son.
Look at the size of that goo. I've wrangled up Grant's Gaspergoo here. This is fun, dude. Any fish that pulls drag, I've always said this, any fish that pulls drag, in my opinion, is worth catching. Even the ones that don't pull drag, but these guys get kind of a bad rap in Texas. Nobody really targets them. Nobody really fishes for them, but this is a scenario which we're actually on a school of Gaspergoo and bass.
Yeah.
Is it gone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you deal with that.
Yeah.
Here's your trophy.
Thank you, sir. That thing, that's like a 13 pounder. Look at that mouth. That's a face only a mother could love. But they do fight hard. Tuna release. Ready? This
No,
this
do
is-
subtle, do subtle. You're gonna
Okay.
spook every fish in the gut if you do a tuna release.
Oh, there she goes, back down to her other goops. Butt crackles out again. But that's all right.
There's so many too. It's like wherever I turn the scope, there's like a couple fish roaming. Finally. Decent one too. Might be a goop. Oh, they're coming up. Got one.
Something.
I'm not sure if it's a bass or oh, it's a nice bass.
Nice bass. dude.
Nice bass. This is why we came to Austin.
Ew.
Nice bass. I got it right in front of his face.
Really?
Yeah, I could just tickled him with it. It's a quality one. We've been seeing these fish all day on our little Nintendo 64.
Dude,
Finally got that one to eat.
that's a big one. Get him. Oh my goodness.
That is
dude.
awesome. You know the saying, elephants eat peanuts.
Dude, that's a
That's a
Elephant.
healthy fish. You
Oh
wouldn't.
my
You would not think a fish that looks like this comes out of a seemingly dirty / polluted body of water, but Texas is just different, man. Caught that fish on a little tiny Guggen dangle dart. Effectively crappie fishing for bass. If you guys want to pick some of these up, I'll leave them linked down below. Using my code JohnB, save 10% off and get you some baggins. Beautiful fish. Should we get our best 5?
yeah, dude.
Let's weigh 'em.
Weigh that sucker up.
Any guesses? Drop a comment.
6.5.
6.5. What do y'all think watching
6
at home?
pounds, 8
I'm
ounces.
gonna say 6.7. Oof. We were all wrong. 6 pounds, 1 ounce.
Damn, 6 pounder though.
Nice fish though. Some 6-pound curls in the morning to wake you up. Beautiful fish. Stunning. So much fun. Let her live. Boom. Keep cranking. Is it green or silver?
It's gotta be green. Yep, it's green.
Big
It's a
one?
nice one. A 5 pounder.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy moly, dude.
Well, took a little time, but got myself a nice one. If we can get 3 more of these dudes, we will have had a stellar day. Barely got him. Look at that big old.
You can truck it or
these
nip it.
Barely hooked. Got him. Woo. Big old city bass. That is what we come out here for. Oh my God, dude, look at that. Not even hooked. Just held on by pressure. That's risky business. Beautiful city bass. We've got we're having ourselves a day. We've got big goose, big whites, and now we're getting into some big largemouth. The intended species didn't even have that guy hooked. He was just stuck on by pressure. Get a weight and then let them go. 4 pounds, 12 ounces.
4 and a 6.
Yep, 4 and a 6. 3 more, we got plenty of daylight left to complete our 5 fish limit. Beautiful fish though, great fight. Long and mean. Pre-spawn bassin at its finest. No way.
Yeah, way.
Big one.
Good one too.
Oh my
Not a
God.
bad one. 4 pounder?
Yep.
3 pounder?
Golly.
Anytime you hear that, I'm gonna be listening to that in my dreams tonight, sleeping in the camper in a parking lot somewhere. That is beautiful.
Golly,
Man,
that thing.
these fish fight way differently than the ones back home in DFW. Just throwing little crappie baits for big bass.
Oh,
Cannot beat it. Oh, look at that. You got people walking their dogs over there. Nice power lines, couple skyscrapers, the occasional siren. But what we're concerned about are these fat little puppies right here. These fish are really getting close to probably putting themselves in that pre-spawn mode. Everything is pretty early down here in Central and South Texas. So like, whereas back home up north, pre-spawn is kind of in March and late February, these fish are gonna start thinking about getting in the pre-spawn mode right about now. I'm gonna say 4 flat.
yeah, he's
Whole school of them. They're all that size. There's like 20 of them down there.
really.
Yep. Well, this is a monster whitey.
Dude, that would be.
God damn. It's a whitey for sure.
God.
They're all that big.
Holy.
They are huge.
Dude, is that the biggest one?
Nah. That is a freaking giant though. That might be my biggest white bass ever. That is ridiculous. The day is closing, as you can see. The proof's behind us. We are in Austin, Texas, and we are still catching fish. That is legitimately the fattest white bass I've ever caught. This thing's probably close to 3 pounds. Absolute mega. I didn't even know they made them that big. That's insane.
Is this them right here?
Nah, yeah, I think so. Ooh, GT release.
Oh, saw that.
That was crazy. I like felt the bite. Oh, it's a largie.
Big
It's a good largemouth. What the That's nuts, dude. That's nuts. This is so much fun.
God.
Wow, it's like a 5 pounder.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Gee.
It is apparent that today's pattern has been revolved around shad. Whether we're throwing a little tiny crappie style bait that resembles like a 2-inch threadfin, or we're throwing an A-rig that resembles a whole school of shad. It's just like that. That's what they want. And in an area where there's giant white bass and then apparently some good largemouth, it can make for a pretty fun day of fishing. It's a unit. On this Austin, we're probably about close to a 5 pounder, high 4s maybe.
Wait.
This is so much fun. Woo! I love you. Oh my God. How much fun is that? Well, I feel fulfilled. The sun is setting, the day's coming to a close. As hard as it's gonna be to leave this bite, I think it's time for us to hunker down and find our urban camping spot. I'm white knuckling it like a 90-year-old woman driving through downtown Chicago traffic in an Oldsmobile. Camper plus boat in Austin, Texas, downtown Austin, Texas, might be the silliest idea I've ever had. But hey, good news. We are 350 feet away from our camping spot. How sick is this? I want to give a huge shout out to John Langmore, who is Grant's dad, who we fished with today. And I just want to say thank you for giving us probably one of the craziest camping spots. I don't know how long we're going to last here without drawing attention from local Austin police, but this is the coolest little place that we could hunker down for the night and call our home. Take a look at this. This is nuts. This is so cool. We're behind a fence, adjacent to some train tracks. And look, I mean, this is camping. There's grass. I'm pretty sure that's like an old fire pit right there. It's camping, dude. You just got to use your imagination. Well, while we still have some light, I want to give you guys a quick tour of our home, where we will be camping. This right here is my Lance 850 topper camper. This camper sits very boisterously, if that's even a word, on top of my Ford F-250. This is about as big of a camper as you can get for this class of truck. Anything bigger, you're gonna need a dually or a long bed, like a long bed 350 or 3500. She is quite hefty, and especially when towing the boat, it sags a little bit. I think I do need to get bags or some sort of springs, but that's boring. Check out the inside. This is home. I don't use this camper as much as I'd like to. I'm a father now. This would be a perfect purchase probably in my early 20s, but I still use it. And we like to do fun fishing and camping missions such as this one right here with the camper. It is glamping to the fullest extent. Over here, you've got the dinette, the little kitchen area where you can play cards, eat food, edit videos. Very comfortable space, and this also converts to a bed. And this is generally speaking where the number 2 guest sleeps in this camper. It can technically sleep 3 people. We've done it, but 2 is pretty much the max. Over here, we've got the kitchen. Very tiny sink, tough to do dishes, but we make it work. We've got a 3-range gas burner, and below that is an oven for Tostitos, pizzas, things of that nature. It's a very small oven though. You're not gonna be able to fit too much in there. But if you had a small pizza, you could probably figure out a way to squeeze it in there. We do cook in this camper, although it does get pretty messy. That's like the one thing people don't tell you about before purchasing a camper is this thing fills up with smoke. You gotta have a fan running at all times, otherwise this smoke detector will go off, and that's why we have the batteries out of it. Because every time we cook bacon or steak or something like that, and it gets really hot and smoky in here, it just drives me nuts. But yeah, and then on top of that, little microwave. Everything is micro size, like much smaller than a normal house, obviously. Pantry up here, tahini, spices. We got a blender for frozen margs, or if you want to be healthy, some green juice, some smoothies. Tons of storage in here. It's crazy. Like, when you get in this camper, it's hard to believe it. You're sitting and standing on top of a truck. It's incredible what all they packed in here. This is the shower. We don't use this too much, but on long camping trips, it does come in handy. There is a pooper. You can do things like poop in it. It's got a sink. It's kind of nice. I mean, if you want to live out of this thing full time and you were a bit of a vagabond, it absolutely could work. Extra storage up here. This is where I keep all my pots, pans, extra snacks, cooking utensils, glasses. Like I said, there's really no lack of space in this thing, even though it might seem like it. It does come with a fridge down below, freezer up top. Very nice. I mean, you get the whole thing. Oven, microwave, stovetop, sink, refrigerator, shower. I mean, it's kind of perfect. Over here, we've got the bed, queen size. This literally is sitting right on top of my truck. So in theory, I could look down and stare right through the moonroof and the sunroof. Of course, we have a TV, which is nice. We got GameCube up here. We've got, of course, we have this. 100 episodes of Sponge. We like to do a little thing when we're camping after a long day of fishing called Sponge and Rot. So we just sit here, eat popcorn, have a couple beers, and just watch countless episodes of SpongeBob. Especially in the wintertime when it gets dark so early, there's not much you can do. So we might do a lot of sponge rotting today, maybe play some Animal Crossing or Luigi's Mansion on GameCube. Extra storage space, poop wipes, utensils. Probably shouldn't have the poop wipes next to the utensils, but it's a man's camper. What can I say? So there you have it. A little tour of my humble abode and where we will be crashing tonight after an amazing day of fishing. If you're on the fence of buying a camper, or maybe something that you might be interested in pulling the trigger on, my 2 cents is this. Buy a camper, if you can buy it straight cash. I would not finance these things, especially right now, interest rates suck. I would also do a ton of research. I liked Lance because I wanted a camper size that fits on the back of the truck that I currently have. Set some money aside for the truck and the camper. Don't get the camper that's gonna suit the vehicle you currently have. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but it makes more sense just to get the whole thing all in one package. The truck you want and the camper you want, so that both fit. The other thing I would recommend too is make sure you get a lot of time. These things are fun to use, and I wish I had more time. I love being home. I love hanging out with my family. I got 2 daughters and of course my lovely wife, Kaylee. However, when doing that, I don't get a whole lot of times to utilize this. So this is a perfect purchase if you've got the money, if you've got the time, if you're single, if you like going outdoors, if you like fishing and filming, then this is your deal. And the other reason why I got a camper too is so that I could pull my boat. And that's one of the reasons why I don't have like a tow behind camper. The topper is huge. We like the camper, right, Caleb?
I love the camper. I don't think we're gonna last long at all. We're getting so many stairs.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So here's the thing, if we do get kicked out here, I'm not sure what we're gonna do.
I saw some tents down the road. I don't know if it's like a campground or something. It was, you know, a railroad just like this one, but
The thing is they're a little bit more low key. We, on the other hand,
they'd accept us.
are making it very difficult for us not to be seen currently. So if we do get kicked out of here, it is what it is. However, we're gonna try. Once it gets dark, maybe we'll be a little more hidden and low key. I don't know, this is fun.
Turn the generator on.
I know, I got a generator. I'm not sure if I should run it. Although it's already loud in the city.
Yeah.
It's like, what's a little tiny generator? What kind of noise
mask
pollution?
it with a JBL. Put it on top and then blare Fetty Wap.
Could play some Fetty Wap to mask up the sound of my annoying generator powering the camper so we can watch SpongeBob and cook Tostitos rolls today. Which reminds me, we gotta get food. Well guys, I think it's happening. I just sat down, I was about to order some food in the camper, and there's a cop that just pulled up to the gates. We'll see where this conversation goes.
How you doing?
I don't have a problem with you guys parking there.
Sure.
Camping wise, don't know. I don't know if you own the property. Not
Okay.
the city.
Yeah, we pulled by and we didn't see any signs. The gate was open, and we're just making a YouTube video, you know,
With that,
just for
you
the
guys
night.
want- I'm not gonna give you guys any.
Yeah, but you can't talk for everybody else.
But I don't know who else, like
Yeah.
anybody else from the city coming around, anybody like that.
100%.
You guys aren't doing it crazy, so I'm not worried
No.
about that. So just be prepared that when they call and anything.
Yeah, cool.
Another officer may come out here or someone from the city. But
Awesome.
I'm cool with it.
How's it going?
Well, appreciate
How's
you.
it
Hey.
I'll just talk to him.
Oh,
Because,
okay,
yeah,
got
we
it.
got a bunch of calls, so I'm gonna go knock.
Did
those
you
out.
really? Is it like, what do you think, like homeowners or?
Yeah, probably people that live here and stuff like that. So just be
Sure.
prepared that like if they see something unusual,
Yeah.
they're gonna call.
Okay.
And so
Gotcha.
this may not be the first time you have to talk to the police tonight.
Okay.
No worries.
I appreciate
It
you
looks
being-
out of the ordinary, but like I said, I don't have a problem with it.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
He was like, first off, I don't know who owns that property. I'm cool with you guys parking there.
Oh, okay.
As far as camping, he's like, I don't have a problem with it. Somebody else might. But
Yeah.
he said he got a ton of calls.
Really?
Yeah.
It took no time at all for us to have our first interaction with a cop. I was sitting in here and I was like, I saw the car pull up and I'm like, no way. I saw Caleb come up to the cop car. He was really cool. You already heard what Caleb said, but yeah, so he didn't care.
No.
Which is like, he didn't really give an official thumbs up, but he was like, sounds like he probably has bigger fish to fry.
He didn't know whose property it was. Like, so this isn't city property. It's not, there's no signs. I
We'll
got
see.
a ton of calls and we've been here 15 minutes.
That's
so,
nuts. Just for reference, if you plan on doing this, it took us 15 minutes to have the cops call on us. And like Caleb mentioned, we're not technically trespassing. There's no trespassing signs. This is Austin. There's going to be a no parking sign somewhere. There's going to be a gate, a fence. There's going to be a chain and a lock on an area where they don't want you to be. But these gates are wide open. Doesn't say we can't park here. Doesn't necessarily say we can. So maybe a bit of a loophole.
He started it off. He said, I have no problem with you parking there at all.
Yeah.
He's like, camping, and that's where he kind of was like, I don't know.
Right. But
So-
like overnight parking is what camping effectively.
If this was a regular car, you would drove right past.
Right, exactly.
So-
It's hard to miss us.
Yeah.
You see, most of the time when you go camping, it's s'mores over the fire. Maybe roasting a nice brat or a wiener with some ketchup, mustard, and a bun. But given our current location or situation with having the cops already being called, I don't think it's the best idea to start a fire right where we're at. So, one of the best ways to get food without cooking it outside and making a big ruckus, which we already have apparently, is to go on DoorDash and get some Chinese. Arriving at 7:27 p.m. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't ever want to do this, camping in an urban setting, get the cops called on them, but you have to understand there's a half glass full silver lining to this, and that is we don't have to go catch our own food or even cook it up. It just comes straight to us. You couldn't have that if you were camping in Lake of the Woods or somewhere far down south in, Del Rio, Texas. This is nice though. How's it going?
What's going on, man?
Not much.
Is this just you?
Well, yeah, there's my buddies grabbing some food right now. Yeah, it's just me.
You got your ID on you?
Sure. Did you get a call?
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, we're just wanting to film kind of a cool video of us fishing, taking the camper out, finding a place where we could do it, obviously, without bothering anyone, and then, fishing tomorrow, and then leaving tomorrow back to Fort Worth. That was kind of our goal. So.
Get your info real quick.
Sure, yeah. I went out, hunted some General Tso's, some orange chicken, and during that, while we were waiting on our meal to arrive, the cops came again. Two very nice officers. At first, they were very suspicious. They were just doing their jobs, obviously. They were like checking out the scene, making sure everything was good. What are you doing here? Why are you parking here? What's going on? It's very hard to explain to anyone, let alone like a law enforcement officer, like, why would we ever do this? You know, what's funny is they were pretty cool. They got a kick out of it. They said that they got an anonymous call. It wasn't anyone who owns the land. So therefore, it's like, we don't care. And Caleb actually made a really good point. He's like, hey, can you guys like communicate with your operator so that you aren't continuing to get calls out here? Because they eventually will tell us to leave just based upon the fact that we're bothering them. However, they were cool about that. They were like, yeah, you know, we're going to be here till 3 a.m. If we get a call about it, then we're not going to come. They don't care. So cool. So awesome. I've never had a bad experience with a police officer, especially in this profession with fishing, with film and traveling. I see a lot of boys in blue, and yeah, they're great, especially the Austin cops. But now we're going to feast. Hopefully we can feast in peace without dealing with any sort of disturbance calls. This looks insane. I know this isn't traditionally what you do when you're camping, but hey, this isn't a traditional camping video. Dude, we got enough food probably to feed half the block right now. Should we invite some people over?
No, they're mean to us.
Oh, they are mean to us, yeah. Dude, they said that, that's the other thing too, is like, what world do we live in which me, behind a fence away from everyone, is somehow causing turmoil in the apartments above? It's just like, we're not playing music, we're not being loud, the lights are pretty much off to dim, and people just, dude, this is like the never-ending bag of General Tso's. This is crazy. All right, well, we're gonna stuff our face and crush some food and maybe wind down with some sponge. Here are options tonight, Caleb. 65 with Adam Driver, Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, or Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, or 100 episodes of The Bob. I'm thinking more classical masterpiece, nostalgia, mixed with some true screenwriting genius. And with that, Bob Rod it is. 9:31 here in Austin, Texas. Night has fallen, and our once beautiful sunset that we had when we pulled up to our camp spot has now turned to almost complete darkness, if not for the cityscape that surrounds us. Although we're getting ready to go to bed, the city is still very much alive. This is a very noisy spot to camp. Would not recommend, if you are a light sleeper, to camp in Austin, Texas, as if that's the one and only reason. Occasionally hear a couple of the drunk pedaling parties going by. I think we've seen at least 3 of those now. We just had a train that rolled through. And of course, we've been visited so kindly twice by the Austin City Police. I can't believe we're doing this. I can't believe I'm saying we're about to go to sleep in an offshoot of a main street here in ATX, but it's happening. And I think we finally got the green light. Those guys that came and checked on us earlier, they said they're going to be working till 3 a.m. and they're not going to bother us. So we could get a knock at the door at 4 a.m. or 3:21. Dude, little precursors of what's to happen. Could you imagine, dude? That's the other thing too, is we got to make sure that this camper is completely locked up. There are some creatures, some critters, and some lurkers that seem to come out at night here in Austin. It does get a little bit quieter, it seems, but you know, like I said, you'll hear a shriek or a shrill cry, and that is just not what you want to hear when you're trying to rest. However, this is what we signed up for, and it is what it is. But Caleb's got his bed all situated. We turned the dining set into a nice little slumber pad for Caleb. I think I'm gonna watch some Bob and Rot, and we're gonna get ready for an awesome day tomorrow. We might actually throw a camera outside of the camper too, just for security reasons, and also just to see what is going on outside our camper while we are sleeping, hopefully fast and sound. Moments away from passing out. I'm gonna get my Bob fixing, and we'll catch you guys bright and breezy in the morning.
Oh my god, it's so loud! Yo, we gotta go! We gotta go! Yeah, I was kind of
That's a fishing boat, buddy. Damn.
Quizás para tu boca todos nosotros.
Good morning. Oh, that was probably one of the most difficult sleeps I think I've ever had. Just to give you guys a little bit of a comprehensive review as to what it's like to sleep next to some train tracks in downtown Austin. It's rough. I think we heard at least 5 trains last night. Somebody outside of our camper set off a firework, and occasionally you would hear, the random Corvette or Ford Raptor rip past us for no reason, full throttle redlining it at 2 or 3 a.m. So sleep was minimal last night. Got the heat running right now. That's that kind of buzzing noise you probably hear in the background. Got really cold too. So on top of the constant trains, planes, and automobiles, and fruity little white kids setting off fireworks literally inches away from our boat, it was not the most dynamite sleep. But we did get some sleep, and I've definitely had worse. It just wasn't the best. I'm excited to get after it today, do some more exploring, do some more fishing, and maybe even link up with Grant again to see if we can go catch some more fish. The fishing was amazing yesterday, so we're gonna stick around and rather than going home, actually try to catch some more fish. Caleb, I want to get your input on what you thought the sleep was like.
Rough. I woke up from a deep slumber. I thought we got shot up. I thought it was like gunshots.
Oh, we did hear gunshots though last night.
Oh yeah, we actually did. Yeah, right before we went to sleep. So that was like fresh in our heads. And then I heard the firework, and I just hear yelling and somebody saying, "Go, go, go! We gotta go!" And I'm like, trying to figure out what's happening. I asked John, I'm like, "What happened?" Also in the middle of the night, probably like 3 hours ago, I realized that Grant's backpack full of probably $1,000 swim baits was just in the boat, so I had to go rescue that.
No way.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't even.
Well, I was like, if there's anything in the boat, it's a backpack somebody's just gonna grab.
Yeah.
So, you're welcome, Grant. We could just tell them it got stolen, and we can split them.
We should honestly.
Yeah.
Yo, where's my backpack? I don't know. I think we officially crossed off all of our hits on our ATX bingo card last night. We heard somebody literally get shot up. I mean, I think I didn't count, but it was well over 15 shots, no exaggeration. Then sirens shortly after. We got the police calling us not once, but twice. Fireworks, trains, planes, obviously, loud cars. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much hit all of our marks as to what we expected it was going to be like to try to take a nice little slumber here in DT ATX. Whew. Okay, well, I'm going to grab my bearings, find a way to get some caffeine, and get this day cranking. I'm excited.
It's a catfish. No, it's a giant. Oh my god. I got 2. No way, I got 2. Oh my god. Ah.